echelon form of a matrix and also equivalent matrices and elementary transformation of the matrices of the row and column. So now we are discussing about the normal form or canonical form, normal or canonical form of a matrix. Normal form or canonical form of a matrix. So what is the normal form of a matrix? Suppose a given matrix A. Suppose A is your given matrix. If it is reduced to a echelon form of matrix. Suppose A is a given matrix reduced to a echelon form of a matrix. After that, by applying the column transformations, we have to reduce the given matrix by applying the elementary row or column transformation. By applying a column transformation, we reduce the matrix. We reduce the matrix to one of the following four forms. One of the following four forms called a normal form. Normal form of E. So that is 1 1 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 or 1 0 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 0 1 0, or else 1 0 0 1 0 0 or else 1 0 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 0 0. If we reduce the given matrix into this form, first we have to reduce the given matrix into echelon form by using the row transformation. After that, by applying the column transformation, if we reduce the matrix into one of these form, then it is called the normal form of A. So this can also be written as, this one is IR. I means identity matrix, R is the order. Here it is, first see this one is your IR and here it is a 0. Here also it is IR and 0, but IR 0, IR here also 0, here also 0, IR 0 0. These are the equivalent forms of these four normal forms of the matrices. So in the normal form of a matrix mean, first we have to reduce given matrix into echelon form by using the row transformation. After that, by applying the column transformation, if we reduce the given echelon form into in these any one form, then it is called a normal form of a matrix. So next one is rank of A or rank of a matrix. So rank of a matrix means, rank of matrix is defined in the two parts. Again it is in the normal form and echelon form. A rank of a matrix, A in its echelon form in its echelon form is equal to the number of non-zero rows. Number of non-zero rows means rank of a matrix means in the echelon form, that is equal to the number of non-zero rows. Here the rank is indicated by the symbol row of A, that is rank of A. Similarly, any matrix A of a order m cross n can be reduced to one of the normal form. Then the matrix in the normal form will also have a r non-zero rows. See here also number of non-zero rows is equal to rank of A. See here this is also non-zero row, this one is also non-zero row, this one is also non-zero row, but this one is a 0 row. So non-zero row is equal to 1, 2, 3. Here the non-zero row is equal to 1, 2, 3. Here the non-zero row is equal to 1, 2, 3. Here the non-zero row is equal to 1, 2. Like that, in the normal form also, rank of a matrix is equal to non-zero rows. In generally, we can write in this form, rank of A equal to R. Here the R is the order. So that the rank of A equal to R, that is in the normal form. So these are the definitions of the normal form and rank of a matrix. So now how to find out the rank of a matrix? Here, to find the rank of a matrix, procedure to find the rank. Here rank of matrix will be done by the two methods, that is one by converting a matrix into echelon form and another is by converting a matrix into a normal form. So here the procedure is, in the first, that is by converting into a echelon form. First case, that is by converting into a echelon form. So what is the procedure here? In the echelon form, first we have to see the matrix and we have to concentrate that the first row, first element should not be a 0. First row, first element should not be a 0 and try to make it a probably 1. Preferable to 1 only. Prefer first row, first element should be a non-zero and prefer to 1. For example, this one is your matrix. Suppose this one is your matrix. Prefer first row, first element should not be a 0 and also prefer to 1. Suppose if you have first row, so first step is see that first row, first element should not be a 0 and prefer to 1. Suppose it is a 0 in the second step. Suppose if you have a 0 in the first row, first element, then take the interchange of the row with the another row. Either take it the interchange with the R2 or take with the interchange with the R3 and try to prefer with the 1. If suppose R2 have a first element 1, take an interchange with the R2. Try to make it a 1. Prefer a 1. First row, first element. After that, next step is using this leading term. If suppose A1 is your 1 term, using this leading term, make all the elements in that column is 0. Using this element, make these two elements 0. Using this element, make these two elements 0 with the help of the transformation. And after that, come to the second element of the second row and make the entire elements of that below, entire column in the below of that element tends to 0. And after that you have to write down the number of non-zero rows, that is your rank of E. First try to take a first row, first element should be a non-zero. If it is 0, take a interchange with another rows, and after that convert the using this leading element, make the entire elements below in that column 0. And next come to the second element of the second row and make the elements below in that 0. And again the third element of the third row and make a below elements of that row 0. If there is no row, stop the procedure. If suppose you have again the another row, use a C3 and make the below element 0. And again if use a D4, make the below element 0, and the procedure will be continued. And at the end, number of non-zero rows is equal to your rank of E. So that is our echelon form. So in the normal form, what happened? Procedure of solving the normal form is, first reduce the matrix into echelon form. Here one more thing you have to be remember, after making the conversion of the below elements 0, make these leading elements as a convert to 1. You have to convert all the leading elements to 1. That is our definition of the echelon form. So you have to reduce it to a echelon form. So make all the leading elements to 1. After reducing into a echelon form, use a column transformation. And make the also above elements of the leading terms also 0 using the column transformation. Using the B2, make this A2 0. Using the C3, make a B3 and A3 0. Using the D4, make a C4, B4, A4 0. And try to convert the matrix into one of the echelon form that we have seen in the definition of the, convert into a normal form that we have seen in the definition of the normal form. By converting that into a normal form, we can find out the rank of A, that is the rank of A equal to number of non-zero rows. So here the question will be asked in the two pattern. One is find the rank of a matrix simply by elementary transformation, then you have to take on this echelon form. If they mentioned particularly find the rank by reducing the matrix into a normal form, you have to compulsory reduce the matrix to normal form only. So to reduce the first echelon form, make a first element non-zero and make the below of that elements 0 using this term. And in the next step, use a second term of the second row, make a below elements 0. And in the next, use a third element of the third row, make a below elements 0. That is your, and make all the leading term to 1. That is your echelon form. And write down the rank of A is equal to number of non-zero rows. After that, in the normal form, convert above elements of the leading terms also 0 using the column transformation and convert into a normal form of the matrices. Those are 4 normal forms will be there. Convert that into any one form, and then we get a normal form of the matrix. After that, rank of A equal to number of non-zero rows. So that is our procedure of finding the rank of a matrix. So when you solve the example, it gives the clear idea to simplify the examples. So now I am taking an example here. So the rank of A is, suppose A equal to 2, 3, 4, minus 1, 2, 3, 1, 5, 7. So first we have to make a first row, first element should be non-zero and prefer to 1 and prefer it to 1. So to make it a 1, I am going to take an interchange with a R2 here. Either you can make R3 also. Interchange with either R3 or R2. So I am going to interchange a R1 with a R3. make an interchange of R1 and R3. Now the matrix A is equivalent to, don't write equal sign. When you apply the transformations, so it is not equal, it is equivalent. So A is equivalent to 1, 5, 7 and keep a R2 as it is and interchange a R3 with the R1. Write down the entire R1 elements in R3, entire R3 elements in R1. After interchanging the rows, next step is, this one is your first row first element, that is our leading element. Using with this leading entry or leading element, we have to make these two elements 0 using the row transformation. So to make this term 0 with the help of this R1 term first term, so that is our transformation. R2 tends to R2 plus R1, minus 1 plus 1 becomes 0. Similarly, to make this term 0, R3 tends to R3. Here both the signs are same, so that we have to take a negative, minus 2 into R1, 2 into 1, 2, 2 minus 2, 0. So now your matrix A is equivalent to, so write down your R1 as it is. So this transformation is applied to entire elements of that row. Minus 1 plus 1, 0, 2 plus 5, 7, 3 plus 7, 10. R3 tends to R3 minus 2 into R1, 2 minus 2 into 1, 2, 2 minus 2, 0, 3. If you want, you can make the simplifications side, 3 minus 5 into 2, 10, minus 7. Next, 4 minus 2 into 7, 14. 4 minus 14, minus 10. So that is our first we have applied a first step, that is using the leading term make the below term 0. Now we have made the terms 0. Now using the second leading entry, so this is also non-zero. Using this term, make a below element of that column is 0. Using this term, we have to make this term as a 0. That is R3 tends to, here it is minus 7, here it is plus 7. So make the addition, R3 plus R2. So now your matrix is equivalent to, write down the first and second row as it is, 1, 5, 7, 0, 7, 10. So 0 plus 0, 0, minus 7 plus 7, 0, minus 10 plus 10, 0. So we converted the term to 0. Now see here. So before it is not exactly in the now it is not completely in the echelon form. So first leading term in the below we have converted as 0, and using the second leading entry make it a below term 0, and there is no third element because there is no further rows in that below. So now these leading terms you have to convert to 1 now. So to convert this term to 1, divide this entire row by 7. R2 tends to R2 divided by 7. Divide entire R2 by 7 now. Now your matrix is equals to 1, 5, 7, 0. 7 by 7 is 1, 10 by 7, and third row as it is. Now we have to write down the rank of A. Number of non-zero rows. This one is also non-zero row. This one is also non-zero. So here all the entries of this row becomes a 0. So this is a 0 row. So number of non-zero rows is equal to 2. So our rank of the matrix is equal to 2. So that is the procedure of simplifying the terms. First we have to use the elementary transformation using so first step is first row first element should not be a 0 and preferably try to make it a 1. So by taking the interchange of the rows. So by taking the interchange of R1 and R3, I make this term to 1 by interchanging with the R1 and R3. And after that, using this element, we have to make below elements of that column is 0. So using the transformation, that is R2 tends to R2 plus R1, because minus 1 plus 1 becomes 0, and R3 tends to R3 minus 2 into R1, 2 minus 2 into 1 is 2, 2 minus 2 becomes 0. So to convert these two terms to 0 using this leading entry, so we used the transformation these two. And now minus 1 plus 1 0, 2 plus 5 7, 3 plus 7 10, and using the second transformation of the R3, that is R3 minus 2 into R1. So this transformation is applied to entire elements of that row. So 2 minus 2 0, 3 minus 5 into 10 is 5 into 2 is 10, 3 minus 10 is minus 7, 4 minus 2 into 7 is 14, 4 minus 14 is minus 10. Now using the second row second element considered as a leading entry, using that leading entry, now we have to convert below of that row, below of that column, all the terms to 0. So below of this term there is a one element, that is minus 7. So we are using the transformation, that is R3 tends to R3 plus R2. Using the R3 tends to R3 plus R2, I made this term to 0. So minus 7 plus 7 0, minus 10 plus 10 0. Now all the leading terms we have to convert to 1 to make into a echelon form. So using the conditions of the echelon form, we have to convert all the leading terms to 1. So to convert this to a 1, divide the entire row by 7. So after dividing the entire row by 7, we get the matrix 1 5 7 0 1 10 by 7 0 0 0. So now we have to write down the rank of the matrix. So that the rank of a matrix is equal to number of non-zero rows. Here the number of non-zero rows is equal to 2. So that is how to convert a matrix to echelon form and write to a rank. So take one more example here. That is a small example. A matrix A equal to 1 2 3 6. Already first row first element is 1. So make a below element is 0. So using the transformation, R2 tends to R2 minus 3 into R1, because it is 3. So to make it to 0, you have to convert this all to 3. So that's why we multiplied it by 3. So now your matrix is equivalent to 3 minus 3 0, R2 minus 3 into 2 6, 6 minus 6 0. So that your rank of A equal to 1. So that is how to find out the rank of the matrix. So these are the topics we have discussed today, that is echelon form, normal form of the so echelon form we have already discussed in the last class only, and also we have discussed the normal form of a matrices. So that the normal form of a matrices means first we have to reduce a given matrix into a echelon form. After that, using the column transformation, we have to reduce the matrix into a one of these forms of the matrices. So those can also be indicated in this way. So after reducing a given matrix into a one of these four forms of the normal, we can consider that as a normal form of A. After converting into a normal form, we can easily make it in the symbol IR, because all are the terms of the leading entry is 0. So we can convert that into a IR, where is your R is your order of the identity matrix. And then we have see the rank of a matrix. So rank of a matrix is nothing but the number of non-zero rows in the matrix A. So if A is your matrix, first reduce that into an echelon form, and the number of non-zero rows is equal to your rank of A. Similarly, in the normal form also, if you reduce a matrix into a normal form, then the rank of A equal to order R, that is number of non-zero rows. So procedure of solving these examples will be, first we consider a leading entry of the first row. First element should be non-zero and prefer it to a 1. If it is a 0, we make an interchange with any other rows and then make it a 1 or non-zero. And after using that term, make the terms below in that column 0. And next procedure is taking a second element of the second row, make a below element of that column is 0. And using the third element of the third row, make a below element of that column 0. And make all the leading term to 1. Convert all the leading terms to 1. And that converts to an echelon form. And at the end, we have to write down the rank of A equal to number of non-zero rows. And in the conversion of the normal form, after converting into a echelon form, using again the same leading terms, make elements above in that column 0. Make all the elements above in that column 0 and try to convert one of the normal form of the matrix, and then we get a rank of A equal to number of non-zero rows. And we have already seen the example of simplifying the rank of a matrix using the elementary row transformation by converting into a echelon form. We have solved an example of the rank of matrix, of the finding the rank of matrix by using echelon form of matrix. By conversion of the echelon form, we find the matrix rank of the given matrix.